Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, back to do my 31 Days of Horror in October, Day 7. Well, this is it, guys. I'm rounding out the first week, and today I watched Chainsaw Sally. Now, Chainsaw Sally is a 2004 film which runs approximately 83 minutes and is written and directed by Jimmy Baril. Of course, on the credits, he just goes by Jimmy. And what I could find on him on the IMDb, he did a film called Silver Scream, which I really want to see now. He did the Chainsaw Sally show, seasons 1 and 2. And I found out by looking on the IMDb that they are doing a Chainsaw Sally animated series. Can't wait to see that. Now, April Monique Burrill plays Chainsaw Sally. She is the director's wife. And it was very strange because as I was watching this film, I felt a pretty, I felt pretty connected to it. Even in the beginning, there were some little nods to where I'm from. Um, and of course, looking on IMDb, I found out that April Monique Burrill was born in Baltimore, Maryland, in 1972, which is a year after I was born. Now, there are several nods in this film to the Baltimore area, or more commonly, the Dundalk area. I knew that Seth from Celluloid Terror is also from Maryland, so he will probably get the references, but there were a few of them in there that are, strictly jokes about Maryland and Dundalk. But it was just really interesting that I heard it, and it kind of blew my mind. So when I was looking up the information to do the review for you guys, it all made sense. A couple other things, because she was basically born a year after me, so we kind of grew up in the same area. One of the people that is in the has a very very small bit part is the Count, which was a horror TV show host. Just about every place had one. When they did their monster movies at night, or the Halloween marathons and stuff like that. We had one that we used to get on WDCA Channel 20, which is in Washington D.C., and I used to watch them all the time. So when I saw him and a few other little nods, I knew that it was pretty much connected. Um, it's going to be a very brief synopsis because there's not really much to this movie. It's extremely low budget. Chainsaw Sally is basically an anti-hero. Um, she is a mild-mannered librarian by day, and by night she dispatches of people in the town, rednecks, people who made fun of her, people who give her a hard time, and actually people who don't return library books. So it's pretty funny, and it's done in a fairly comical fashion. But I absolutely love this film. There is another subplot about land and um, kind of how she grew up in a farmhouse that's being sold. Sorry about that, guys. A farmhouse that's being sold. Yeah, but it's almost seems like it's incidental in a way. But some interesting things about this film. It was filmed in Baltimore. Um, and the name of the town, of course, is um, Portsville, Maryland, which is on the south end, I believe. But, there are a few other nods. She lives with her brother, who is a transgender. Kind of reminds you of a little bit of the Roger Waters character Divine, a little bit. So there are several nods, and I was picking them up as I was watching the film, and it just I don't know, it just kind of made me smile. Like I said, this movie is not going to be for everyone. It is incredibly low budget. It's comical, it's very self-aware of what it is, but that to me is the charm of the film. Um, the acting is not great. That also lends to the charm of the film, in my opinion. And there's a decent amount of gore. We do have two famous people that are in the film. Gunnar Hansen, R.I.P. Gunnar, from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Herschel Gordon Lewis, both deceased, R.I.P. Herschel Gordon Lewis. Um, they make cameo appearances in the movie, and there is a lot of Easter eggs for us horror fans. This movie was basically made. Seems like it was made by horror fans for horror fans. So, I always love that kind of stuff, personally. Now, I'm going to be honest. When I first watched this film, I was giving it 8 smashed pumpkins. But, after confirming my suspicions that it was a Baltimore film, um, done by some Baltimore people, I'm going to give this 8.5 smashed pumpkins. This is a high recommendation, but just know what you're getting yourself into. This is low budget. So if you're not really into low budget, maybe the look of shot on video, perhaps, this may not be the movie for you. But I had a ball with it. So, once again, I'm giving this 8.5 smashed pumpkins. So, have you seen Chainsaw Sally? What did you think? Definitely comment below, let me know. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.